Hi everyone, Emma here. I wanted to show you this bracelet that I saw a tutorial for on YouTube. It is from Spoilt Rotten Beads. Let me bring it up here. They're in the UK, so it's a shop, and she's been doing daily what does she call it? Bead and banter. So I guess she's the shop owner, and I'll just show you quickly the page. So there is the bracelet we're going to be making, and the reason why I decided to do this, a couple of reasons. One is it looks like mermaid scales. So yeah, I had to do that. And two, I had ordered these Ginko beads. They were on clearance with art beads, and I got them in my last art bead haul, and I remember thinking, like, I've seen these forever and just didn't know what to do with them. And some of the bracelets that I've seen people make with them, I just thought they were okay. They didn't really speak to me. I mean, they're beautiful, but so it didn't speak to me. But when I saw this one with the scales, now she calls it snakeskin bracelet with Ginko beads, but when I put these together, I couldn't believe right away. I thought of mermaid scales. So the colors that I have, again, I ordered 2 tubes. Now these are different beads in here, but this is how the tube came. So it says Matuo Ginko, and it's the size of the leaf, and it shows you the orientation of it, the holes and stuff. And this is, it says approximately 8 or 9 grams, and this is matte medium topaz Rembrandt. And the reason I'm showing you is, so this is the other one, it's called matte Rosaline, but if you look at them, in my opinion, they look identical. There's a slight, like this one's a bit lighter. Let's see if I can show you that a bit better. Let me see. So I couldn't tell you which one's which. I guess, yeah, this does look, when I look at it now, it looks a bit pink. And this one's a little more topaz looking. So the amount of beads that I needed for this bracelet would mean that I needed 2 tubes. And of course, that's all I ordered was 2 tubes. I had no idea what I was ordering. I was just like, oh, let me just get them. I don't know why. They look identical. I'll just get them. And when I put them together, I was just amazed at how beautiful it was. And that slight variation in color makes it look like scales, like some of the scales are shimmery and stuff. So let's go ahead and make it. So what I did was, I had already made this. I couldn't sleep Friday night. My hand was so sore. So, of course, I got up and I was looking at the video, saw it, and went, wait a minute, I have those beads. So I was like digging in my office for these beads out of the stash, and went ahead with a bead mat sitting in my bed and my brace on my hand, and went ahead and strung them. It's super easy. Really doesn't need a lot of skill. So I wanted to show you. I was just so excited about it, and I'm actually going to go ahead. They have a whole bunch on clearance for between 98 cents and $1.19. So you should definitely take a look. And there, if you have your number for your newsletter, you'll get free shipping. That's for the people in the States. For Canada, it's $5 for shipping and a $2.50 handling charge, which is fine by me. That is so much cheaper than what I'm used to paying for shipping. So yeah, I just I went ahead and ordered a whole bunch, so I'm going to be doing a bunch of these, and I'm going to try and do some serious mermaid bracelets. And yeah, so first thing you do is you string on 36 or 38. Yeah, I think it's 38 of them. And this is what it looks like when you do the 38. They actually end up sitting. So you start with your stopper bead at the bottom here, and you're going to end up using your stopper bead as part of the bracelet. So use your stopper bead, and then you just string from the peak, this little point, through that hole, and you keep doing that for each one, and they end up sitting, like nestling into each other, because you can see, like, I could flip it. It's hard to flip now, but because I've got the other ones on. But yeah, it ends up, they just nestle side by side. So that's really cool. So that's what you get on the first 36. And then I went ahead to, and it's really kind of loosey-goosey, so you got to keep kind of pulling your thread taut, but as you add beads, it will tighten up. So then when you get to, I'm just going to cover that. So when you get to your 38 beads, you're going to go ahead and you're going to add I think it's a 15-0, an 11-0, and a 15-0, and you're going to turn your thread down, and then once you get through this bead, you're going to add the next bead. Now you're adding from the top, from the rounded end. So you just keep going like that. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you. Then it said it here. So I found it was kind of difficult at times to string. Like, I'm used to stringing by holding things in my hand. So you can do it that way, but it gets a bit floppy and then your thread gets loose. So what I did was I just set it down like this, and I got my next bead, put it on my needle, and then pulled it all the way through the thread and slide it in there and flip it. So of course it's on the wrong side. Let me tilt this up so you can see better. Yeah, so it's not sitting correctly, so you just flip it, and now it's in the right spot, and you're going to go through the top of the next bead. I had a bit of a I get confused easily. So at first, of course, it was like really late on Friday night, so I just go through that next bead at the top and pull. And what I did was I held them down with my finger, but you can see, watch what happens. It pulls that in, and you can just pull your thread. So we'll get the next one going. So, and you can do this too. So I've got it on my needle, and then I'm going to go through the next bead. So that way you're doing both at the same time. You don't have to pull your thread twice. And you see how it flipped over? So this is super easy. Let's get the next one ready. So in here and in here. You could probably do a few at a time, but I don't recommend it. That's I usually do silly stuff like that to make it faster. And then I end up with a big knot, which takes like a half an hour to get out. So don't do that. No, no, no. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm struggling with my hand. When I got the injection, he had to pull my thumb out, and he had me pull away from him. So what it did was it created space for him to put the needle in. And I feel like I have carpal tunnel, and I've been ignoring the fact that I have carpal tunnel. And I feel like it totally activated it by doing that movement of pulling the wrist away from him. So let me move this up. I keep moving away from you. Yeah, so my wrist is sore. But I got out my brace that secures the so you can see this one's really, this must be the, let me see which ones I have here. Topaz and Rosaline. This must be the Rosaline. Yeah, you can kind of see it has kind of a reddish color to it. So that's beautiful. So all I did was I put them down on my mat and I just did something like this and mixed it all up. And of course I can't really tell the difference in them anyway, which is odd for an artist. Like, now that I look at it, I see it. Of course, I was doing this in bed with a bead mat. I just stuck myself. So that was the beading god saying, don't be beading in bed. Yeah, that was... I talk about being a princess with all the fun goodies that I have and the stuff that I do. And I was talking to my wife about it, and she's like, yes, I'm going to rename your office the Princess Beading Room. I'm like, that's a great idea. She's like, that was meant as a diss. I'm like, yeah, that really didn't work, did it? So yeah, I don't know what it is about this. I think it's the flatness of it, and it has an amazing texture because, like cobblestone, where the edges meet. That is beautiful. I just am in love with this thing. So I was itching to show you what I did with this bracelet, and I would have made another one, but of course I have two, only enough to make one bracelet. See, that's a bad thing, because now next time I order stuff, I'll be like, oh, I have to order more than two, because what if I want to make one on camera? It's all your fault. It's all your fault. Oh, so last night we have a TENS machine, and that's the it has like the electrodes that you put on your muscles to stimulate the muscle, and it promotes healing and pain management. So as athletes, we've had one for a couple of years that we bought at the physio office, only to find out that you can get them on Amazon for like $30. We paid a lot more than that. But anyway, so it's not working, and my wife has a problem with her tendon, probably the Achilles tendon. So she went to use it yesterday, and of course the thing's not working. So she went online and checked. Now, I'm the shopper in the family, the online shopper. So she checked Amazon, and then I said, well, just email me the link, and I'll okay, so I'll tell you the story, but let's do the next step. I believe that we add the 11 or the 15 and the 11, and then we're going to go through this bead and we're going to go down and around and up. So we go down this one and through that one there. Let's see if I might have to pull it out. Yeah, I'll just put it in first and then pull that out. Okay, so we're going to go through this one. We're going to go down this one and we're going to come out here and then we're going to loop now. So you will see a piece of string here and then we're going to go up and then we're going to go back down the other side. So let me do that. There. Then again, I'm just laying it flat just for sake of, there, pull that a bit tight. Now we're going to go up and through and up, and that's also going to create a loop here too. Now that's the way she did it. I will review before I make the next one to see if I can find a way to do it so that those threads are hidden. Okay, so the next step, okay, let's position our needle here. So the next step is adding check glass beads, fire polished 4 millimeters along the edges. So I'll pull that. So that's these guys here. And I think I'm going to flip this. It just makes it easier going from right to left. So let's flip this. So you can see it's starting to get a little more sturdy. And we're going to, so we've got the bead on there. We're going to just go through the next hole and pull it all through without creating a knot. Oh! Let me untangle that. There we go. So yeah, she sent me the link to this machine for $39, I think. And if you don't have Prime, you can, as long as you have $35 worth of Amazon products, like if it's from another company, it may not qualify for free shipping, but if it's fulfilled by Amazon, which means that they have it in their warehouse, then it's free shipping in Canada for anything over $35. So sometimes if you don't have $35, you can add an item or two and bring it up to the 35, get your free shipping. And I'm sure you guys know about that. Anyway, so she's like, is there stuff you need to order? And I'm like, there's always stuff I need to order. I'm a shopaholic. No, I'm just kidding. But, and actually the funny thing is I haven't ordered from them in months. I ordered a few things when the isolation started, and they had so much problems with staffing, being sick, that they didn't, I'm going to try bringing this on all the way and then going through to prevent it from knotting. So I took a look, and actually one of the things I thought of was the relief block from Vintage. And because when I ordered my stuff at Shipwreck Beads, they were all out of that, and they were all out of the gloss extender. And I found yesterday when I was doing the video for the buttons that I really needed that. And I had attempted, I guess the night before, I had attempted to use a acrylic extender, and it didn't work. It just made it really, like it ended up peeling off. So yeah, I thought I better get the good stuff. So actually what happened was, I was able to get it on Amazon for the regular price. And normally I don't buy stuff unless it's on sale or, you know, something like that. But I figured for, I think it was $11 for the bottle of extender and $5 for the sanding block. I thought I might as well just get it, and then I can do some work with my vintage patina. So I get the order. My wife's like so excited. She's never shopped on Amazon, right? She's like, it's that easy? I'm thinking, yeah, that's why I do a lot of shopping. It's way too easy. So then I told her, I said, you know, you're enabling me by telling me to add stuff to the cart so we get free shipping. It's all your fault that I bought those things. She's like, oh yeah, try and blame me. But I thought that was funny. But yeah, so I watched a bunch of videos last night on the vintage patina application, and what I was looking for was specific techniques on how to create aged copper, how to create rust, how to blend. Now the blending, I did figure out I need the gloss extender to do the blending, because what it does is it makes your stuff wet so that it stays wet, so you have an opportunity to blend. So there's that. And yeah, so I found that the videos to do with vintage patina products specifically, like from their website and from other stores like Beataholique and stuff like that. I mean, they're all great. And actually, I rewatched a bunch of them, and it was clear that I didn't know enough about it. So when I watched the video, I was missing some clues. One of which, and I mentioned this in my video, is that you have to heat set the different layers if you're going to go back in and do something on like a subsequent layer. Otherwise it just pulls it off. So that was interesting. So none of them talk about it except to say they'll show the heat gun and they'll say, so just heat set this layer and then go to your next layer. They don't say why they're doing it and why it's important and that kind of thing. So anyway, I just tried to rack my brain around what I could find to create these techniques that I was looking for. So I did manage, I put in like some craft and Halloween type stuff where they do like rust. That one's not going in very well. There we go. And so I did find a bit of stuff with that, but a lot of that uses like spray can paint. And one of the things that one of the techniques they talk about is using hairspray as a way to prevent paint from adhering. So if you like spray some hairspray, like a light mist, and then go over with your paint, then the paint won't adhere to the spots where the hairspray is. So it'll create like a misting kind of thing. So there's that. But here's the thing. These, you know, we're talking about, say, like an item like this, small, or a button, you know, this. Like, I'm not going to start spraying this and doing whatnot, so really need to figure out a way to do it that's going to make sense. So what I did find was painting miniatures. So there's a huge community on YouTube of folks that paint miniatures, like they're gamers and fantasy characters and stuff like that, and they have like model painting. So I found a bunch that specifically do the techniques I'm talking about. So they show you how to do rust. They show you how to create like a turquoise aged patina or copper aged patina and stuff like that. So I am so excited. So you can see how it's starting to get really stiff now. And I think you have to be careful not to tighten it. I think these beads are slightly too big for this because I feel like it's wanting to turn a bit. But once we get the others on the other side, it should be fine. So yeah, I was super excited about that, finding that stuff. So I highlighted a bunch of videos, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a series of videos to do those techniques, and I'm going to do them specifically for different items. So a button, spacer, bead caps, things like that. You know, it would be really cool to create like a patina for that stuff. Charms, filigree metal pieces, like all kinds of stuff. So super stoked. I think what I'm going to start right now, what I've been doing is just whatever I get, I try and make something from the supplies I order. And I have not been doing many leather wrap bracelets, and that's what this channel was all about when I started out. Not that I don't want to do this other stuff, I love it, but I think I need to create like you know, maybe one day do a leather wrap bracelet, the next day do a bead weaving, the next day do some patina, and have like a pattern of, on this day I'll do this, on that day I'll do that kind of thing. Okay, so now I need to go over to this side, and I'm trying to remember how she did that. I think we go in here. Yeah, we go. Do you know what I think? I think we need to put, instead of just showing the string, I think we need to put some beads in there. Now, I think this 11-0 is too big, so let's put a 15-0. So we'll put two 15-0s, and that should bring us to the edge. And then we could always later come around and fix that. So go in here. I might have to pick that up and kind of move it around. There. I didn't know, I think she may have gone further down and then looped it here, because you're going to see less. Nah. Yeah, you're going to see less, so let's do that. Because it's a shorter distance. Let me pull that through a bit. Here, go back in. There, like that. Let's see what happens here. See if this has the effect that I wanted. So it could be better, but you know what, that's still nice. I could have put a third bead there, I think. Yeah, you know what, I think I will pull that out and do that. Do it now, because Not sure if I'll be coming back up that way. I don't know what it is about this weave. I just love it so much. It's just incredible. Let's see if I can avoid having to restring here. Because really that's what I should do, is pull this out. This one here looks tinier. Isn't that weird? I mean, it's not unusual to have different shapes. There, that worked. Woohoo! Bonus! Okay, let's bring those down. And this is what I should have done the first time, is take a look at it and see where it lands. And you know what? I could actually go into this one and come down and add those. I wouldn't even have to go through here. Let me see how that looks. Yeah, you know what? That's nice. Okay. Look at that. We're figuring things out. So let's do this. Oh yeah, it's pretty. Oh, I love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so now we need at least two. We will string it and then put it through and decide. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That's perfect. And I got these copper seed beads from Scarab Beads, and they were super cheap. So we'll start with two and see where that takes us. I think we're going to need more. Yeah. Because we want to be on the outside hole. I would say at least two more. So this is weird. One, two, three, four. Let's try a fourth one and see. That one is so small that that's what it is. That's weird. I didn't notice that because I would have put a different one on there. Usually I catch that stuff. Yeah, it needs another one. Hopefully it doesn't look too weird. You know, this probably could have used another one too. Now that I see that there's a bit of a gap, but let's see. This should be fine. Okay. And we might as well put this on here. Let's see if we can go through the next hole too. And that's why you don't do it that way, Emma. But I have to try. It's getting stopped on something. You know what it is? It's the bead is so big for this that it's not letting me turn the, yeah, let's just fix that after. Okay. So that's pretty. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, so that's gonna sit there. So it is funny, that bead actually looks like it's sticking out, like it shouldn't be there. Yeah. Let's take it out. Oh well. It was worth a try. Okay, where's that? Did I take it out already? No, it's still on there. Okay. There, move those out of the way. Make sure my stuff's not... Okay, let's put this guy on. I want you to be able to see without my fingers in the way. Sweet. Ah, yeah, that's nice. Okay, that's pretty. Put another one of these guys on. There. So that is really coming out nice. Okay, so let's go in here. I think I'm going to try this the different way. So through here, I mean it's the same way, it's just what do I string next. So I'm going to string a bead and pull it through. And pull it through. There. Like that. And let's bring these guys closer. You can see what I'm doing here. So I did this Friday night, and as much as I enjoyed doing the videos on the patina, on the buttons, I'm so obsessed with this bracelet that it was like in the back of my mind going, oh, first of all, I had to pull it apart because I had it totally finished. It's like, it took me like, I don't know, half an hour to do it in bed. I was shocked at how fast. Yeah, it's taken a bit longer because I was busy talking at the beginning, explaining things, and also, you know, changing the beadwork at the top here. I'm just double checking to make sure everything is in view here. So there, and yeah, so these little beads, I don't even remember ordering these. That's sad. I think sometimes, like now that I'm doing more beading, I'm aware at the importance of 4mm beads. But because when I started out, all I was doing was leather wrap bracelets, I didn't really think there was any value in these guys. And I would sometimes order them if they were on sale, and I would just like, oh, I'll find something to do with them or make dangles with them. But now that I've been doing these bead weaving projects, I realize how important these little guys are. So these ones are beautiful. So they're a metallic, but it's like the finish has been rubbed. Let's see if I can show you. So on the high points, the finish is rubbed off a bit. So it gives it a bit of an antique-y look to it. Let me see if I can show you these guys. So you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But so they're really beautiful. And I mean, as much as you can't see it too much, when you start adding it to a bracelet like this that has these kind of slight variations in the patina on it. It just looks amazing. It's all, you know, because this is kind of a subdued color, it's not a bright shiny gold or anything. Those little beads having that style of patina on it definitely adds to it. So it kind of polishes it up a bit, but it still has that weathered look. So the other thing I wanted to mention about the patina videos that I did, after I finished the last one, I felt like there was still something missing, and I realized part of it, I don't know if I said this at the beginning of this video, but I feel like those buttons that I used were not good quality metal. So when I went to polish the metal and take the patina off of the high points, the metal got really kind of roughed up, and it didn't look shiny, it just looked scratched up. So I definitely, you know, in looking at the videos, I see that they use a lot of copper pieces. And definitely when you do copper and you shine it up, like the first piece that I did, the copper, that gorgeous color, comes through next to the different color patina. So it makes a difference with your metal and your finding as to what the quality of it is going to be. So, because the pieces that I did that were good quality pieces, they turned out really nice. So that's looking amazing, and you can see it's starting to have some gorgeous shapes. It's so beautiful. You guys are going to be sick of me doing mermaid bracelets. So I brought up some other videos to see what other stuff I can make with this. But I think I'm going to stick with this and just do some different colorways and really get some stuff going here. So we're almost done. That's how easy it is. There's the last one here. And I think what we'll do is we'll add some seed beads like we did on the other end. And because that stop bead, you can see the string on the stop bead, I'm going to pull that string out once I get these guys in where I want it. Okay, so I'm going to try 1, 2, 3, and then into the other. See if that works. Pull it there. Yeah, I think that'll work. So let's turn this around. See if we can go through this. This is super tight. There. I'll pull that out after, I think. I'm worried I pull it now and then all of a sudden the bracelet will come apart. So that looks like it needs more. I would say 2 more. Let's see. Let me see if I can just slide that through. My poor neighbor's still working on his gate. Okay, that worked. 2 more. I think that's what I said. Everyone's so funny, the comments about yelling at the screen, try this, Emma, do that. You made a mistake, go back. I think I say, I'm going to pull this a bit. There, so it's ready to come out. Yeah, I respond to the comments by saying, you're not yelling loud enough. I didn't hear you. Or, yeah, I did hear you. Okay, it looks a bit funny. I wonder if I need an 11O up here. Yeah. Let's go back. Let's hope it doesn't get tangled. So there should be lots of, okay, 2, okay, so let's take 3 off here. There should be lots of deliveries this week. I say should. I did get a message that the stuff from Exotica Leather had crossed the border. So, and then 2 of these guys. So, let's see how that looks. Yes, that's better. Okay. I'm wondering if well, the whole point is not to put the thread through here, but you know what? There's thread through there already. I'm just thinking if I put it through here and come back up on the other side, that ensures that this dips down, but I think this is enough. We'll try it. We could end up being like 5 times going through these 3 beads. Wouldn't be the first time. Okay. I'd say 3rd time is a charm, but I got a feeling that I'm gonna go through this again. It doesn't have the desired effect that I want, but it still looks better than yeah, I didn't like it the other way, so let's leave it. So let's go and do the same thing on this side. So we're doing 2 and 1 and 2. Sound like I'm dancing or something. 1 and 2 and 3. Or CPR. Okay, 2 more. I'm a nurse, a retired nurse, and funny part is when you do CPR, I'm just remembering we got to put I'm just trying to decide where to go here because we're going to put the clasp on. And we might as well put it on here. The only thing about this, these beads is I find it's, I keep wanting to go this way through the beads. I can't decide. So let's just do this for now. And then we'll figure out where we need to be. Okay, this is not going through that hole because it's just not in the right position. So let's take this knot out. Yeah, I was going to say about CPR. They teach you to count the compressions. When you're doing CPR in the hospital, you don't count. You just do the compressions continuously while they try and oxygenate the patient. In case you wanted to know. It's one of those things I don't often talk about what I do in the hospital or what I did as a profession. And it's not that I don't like it, because I get together with another nurse and like I could be in a bar or at a party and somebody will introduce saying, oh, she's a nurse too. And that's it. The two of us are talking the whole night because we speak the same language, we understand each other. And let's see if I can tighten that somehow. So it looks kind of different. Okay, so let's figure out maybe I'm just wondering if I went through and came out, but I don't want to do that, I don't think. See, I'm just like, I don't want to put another, but I probably should. Yeah, I should go through here. But yeah, no, it's not that I don't want to talk about it. It's, I never know who I'm talking to if they've had a family member that was in the hospital that was really sick, and it's painful for them to hear about that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's get the clasp on here. So I think what I want to do is go through these guys. Oh, look at what happened. There. Okay, so I'm going to go, I think I'll go through all three just to maybe not. Do this here. Sorry, this part's taken a long time. She was very basic in what she was doing, so I probably should have stuck to that, but you know me, that's not my style. My wife says all the time that I complicate things too much. That's how I roll. Okay, now let's get some seed beads out here. These are the big ones. Just go like that. Leave those out. And some of these. Okay. So here's the other thing is, do I do a magnetic clasp, or I have a ring and so I think this matches the look of it better. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So let's do 1, 2, let's do 3. I don't know if I need this necessarily, but you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. That, and then another one of these, and then 3 of the other. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see what that looks like. That's gonna look nice, actually. Yes, sweet. Okay, let's move that over. And so we went through these guys. So now we don't have to go through this, we can go through this part. Okay, so that looks really good. So we'll go through that a few times to secure this. Pull that through. And go through here. Helps if I go through the toggle. Let's turn this. And then we'll go and add to the other side. Oh, what happened there? Hot. So I put a lot of line on this because I was making a bracelet the other day. This one here. And I had to put a whole other strand, and even after I did that, I was getting short on the end. So, I mean, it's all new, like the different weaves, so I don't have an idea of... Let me bring that out so you can see what I'm doing here. I think I should go through one more time. And I'm running out of time on my tablet. So I guess you could, depending on how you want to do this, you could put a jump ring and turn it the other way, like sideways, but or you could have this flip the other way. But I think this is fine. So yeah, let me just, I will pause this, finish it, and then we'll get to the other side. Because I might have to restring. Okay. Okay, so let's put this on. I think we'll do 6 15 O's. 4, 5, 6. And that guy on there. Ow. And just looking and seeing if that's going to be enough. I'm going to try 8, so 2 more. I want to give it a bit of space so that it can move around. And we're just going to go through this 11O and then up through the others. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted, just like that. Okay, so we'll go through these 15 O's a couple of times. And so pull it through this last one, and we're going to tighten that because that's too loose. It's hard to tighten when your hand's sore. There. Let me see if I can. I think if I do a knot here, that might tighten it a bit. Like that, and pull that through. And we'll go through again. Maybe we'll put a knot on this side. So, through here, through there. Once, pull that through. There, that's good. That's nice and sturdy, and just go through one more time and tie it off. We're at the 1 minute mark. Hopefully my camera doesn't turn off. If it does, I'd like to thank you right now for watching, and appreciate everybody's participation in the comments, and even if you don't comment, I still appreciate you. It's awesome that you're subscribed. I hit 500 last night, so this is pretty cool. It's only been 3 months and I hit 500, so that's you guys that did that.